It is the final heat of the day, the third heat for our sprint and endurance carts. The sprint drivers will be doing a 35-minute race and the endurance carts will be doing a 2.5-hour race. Carts will be starting again in the order that they finished the previous race. Team SPH will be starting in front for the endurance race. Mac Minarelli in second, Chemistry 426 and Shady Boys will be starting on the second row of the grid, Hubbard Racing and 2P Racing on the third row of the grid. And there in front you can see Cyril Niemand on the left hand side, the cart number 46, R&A Engineering cart number 18 on the right hand side. Blue cart number 25, that's Fox Racing. The white cart number 37, that's Johan Nel. And then on the third row of the grid, it is Speedy Racing and Cases. We are good to go. The flag is down and getting a good start is Cyril Niemand, better than his previous two race starts. R&A Engineering still running in second at this stage, coming through the right-hander. Very clean start this time, no major incidents. It is still Cyril Niemand leading the way, R&A Engineering in second, Fox Racing in third. As our sprint drivers are coming up the back straight now. Let's take a look, our endurance carts are on their way as well. Massive group of carts coming through your screen there. Also a very good clean start from all carts involved. Coming through the double left-hander and then the tight right-hander before they come onto the back straight. Take a look at this. Look at this massive cluster of carts coming here. 4 carts side by side as they come into the tight right-hander. Group of 2 carts in front, then 4, and then almost half the field. I want to call out the names of the carts, but almost everyone is involved there. Great racing by these guys. Coming through your screen, this is the corkscrew. Still good, clean racing as they come through to complete their first lap of the race. We are back with the sprint race. Got our timing up and going. Let's see what's going on. Still Cyril Niemand, R&A Engineering, Fox Racing. Here you can see the endurance carts, bottom of your screen. Endurance, it's Shady Boys, Chemistry 426, Mac Minarelli, Team SPH and 2P Racing. Top of your screen you can see the endurance carts. Leading the way for the endurance is still Shady Boys. It's a battle for 4th and 5th in class between Team SPH and 2P Racing. That is 2P putting Team SPH under pressure. Not making a move yet. Coming into the double right-hander which leads to the corkscrew. Pit lane, bottom of your screen, and here's the action for the sprint drivers now. There's an overtake. I think it is Johan Nel making a move there. Johan Nel and Fox Racing, Speedy Racing looking for a piece of the action as well. Racing trying to get a tow up the back straight, trying to get in that slipstream of the kart ahead. The slipstream effect is quite significant in karting, and power is key on that back straight when you go uphill. That is Fox Racing, Johan Nel, Speedy Racing, Cases on the left. Cyril Niemand already with a significant lead in this race, followed by R&A Engineering. These carts are pulling away from the rest of the pack. It is Shady Boys still leading the endurance class. Quite close out in front here between Shady Boys and Chemistry 426. Catching up to one of the sprint class drivers. Top left of your screen, that's the endurance field. Now this is Mac Minarelli, closing up slightly on Chemistry. Oh, going wide there, and Chemistry capitalizing on that mistake. Five minutes into this race. Super flies past Team Burner Racing. This is still Fox Racing and Johan Nel. Speedy Racing has dropped back slightly. Case is also a second behind Speedy Racing at this stage. Quite steep downhill this. Can't really see it from the camera shot, but it is very steep and tricky to negotiate as well. Coming up the back straight here. This is our endurance cards marked in blue on your track map. Card number 23, that is Mac Minarelli. Here we have more battles. This is a Hubbard Racing and Hot Rods. And that is Johan Nel in the white card, getting very good pull away through this technical bit of the track, and this is what I was talking about. Here he gets the tow in that slipstream, trying to reduce his drag. 2 cart lengths behind, not quite close enough to go for the move. There you can see the pit lane entrance at the top of your screen. Team SPH and 2P Racing battling here. 2P right on the back of Team SPH. This is Shady Boys, Chemistry 426 and Mac Minarelli. New race base lap by Cyril Niemand is 17.1. He is well and truly pulling away out in front. Already almost a 5-second gap to R&A. and already more than 10 seconds ahead of Fox Racing. God, streaming through, jostling for position. This is for the lead in the endurance class. Shady Boys Chemistry, Mac Minarelli. There's one of the endurance or the sprint carts in this mix as well. Our endurance carts, they have to do 3 mandatory pit stops through this race. Teams of up to 4 or 5 drivers in a team. Let's go back to a race leader. Okay, now let's see what's happening here. Great battling here. Early stages in the race, and these guys are already fighting it out. Good, clean, hard racing on the outside. Almost running out of track, but keeping it together nicely. This is Crack and Roadrunner fighting it out for 19th overall, and I believe it is 8th in class. Fox Racing is being pressured now by Johan Nel. Sorry, Speedy Racing. Johan Nel slightly back of them. Go Fox Racing, Speedy Racing, white cart, blue suit. Again, not quite close enough from Speedy Racing. Laps into the race, averaging 75 kilometers an hour. It is quite a quick track, this, the Formula K track. There goes Speedy Racing, making his move. Speedy Racing has passed Fox Racing, and that is for P3. This has given Johan now the chance to get back into the fight. That is cart number 13, Crash Test Dummies, one of the endurance carts. Fox Racing going around the outside, and now is being pressured by Johan Nel. As we look at the battle in the endurance class, Chemistry 426. Mac Minarelli and Shady Boys. This is the crack Roadrunner battle. Roadrunner under pressure. Oh, contact there. Another cart getting through. Another battle on track. Team SPH and 2P. They've been fighting now for 15 minutes. 20 minutes remaining in the sprint race. Your leader is still Cyril Niemand. Cyril Niemand with a 1:17.1. Second best lap of the race so far belongs to R&A Engineering, 1:17.8. So Cyril Niemand is extending that lead of his. Best lap so far in the endurance class is Mac Minarelli with a 1:18.317. Shady Boys with a 1:18.329. Fox Racing. This is Fox Racing and Speedy Racing. Johan Nel is still about just less than a second behind. And he gets better drive out of that tight right-hander. That is Johan Nel. Now Fox Racing, blue cart. Still Speedy, Fox, Johan Nel. Last lap for these guys, very, very similar. Less than a tenth of a second difference between the 3 laps of these guys. Leaders in endurance class coming through your screen. This battle is heating up now. Passing one of the slower carts, doing a good job to get out of the way. Our field is well and truly mixed up now, the endurance and sprint carts. That is one part of this racing, is to negotiate both back markers and carts in other races. Fox and Johan now separated by half a second, these three cards. Speedy drifting a little bit wide, Fox racing with the cutback. What is going to happen into the fast right-hander, which leads to the fast left-hander leading to the tight right-hander. Fox racing dropping off slightly, and that has given Johan Nel a shot now. Speedy Racing not managing to get away from this battle. Fox Racing is right up the tailpipe of that kart. This is where you're begging for every bit of horsepower from that Honda engine going uphill. Hard on the brakes. Speedy Racing doing a fantastic job to absorb that pressure. Team SPH and 2P still battling. And a sidewinder coming through your screen as well, the yellow card number 71. There are two number 46 karts on track, Cyril Niemand and Team SPH. Team SPH in 11th, currently 4th in the endurance class. Cyril Niemand 116.9 goes sub 1 minute 17. Not sure what the official records are, but this has got to be a track record so far. Brand new circuit this. Very close to Fox Racing. Johan Nel has got a good toe. He's right in that slipstream. There we can see the best lap so far. Cyril Niemand 16.9, R&A Engineering 17.8. Cyril Niemand, he dominated the previous two heats, and he looks to be doing the same here. Kart getting out of the way for this third place battle. Still Speedy Racing, Fox Racing and Johan Nel. Let's go to the lead battle in the endurance class. Chemistry 426 and Shady Boys just 3/10 of a second behind. Then Team SPH, 2P Racing, close behind them. Ten minutes remaining. Cyril Nimont, 21-second gap. Slower carts. Carts don't have to get out of the way. Blue flags telling them that there are faster carts approaching. Speedy Racing opened up the gap a little bit. Fox Racing still under pressure from Johan Nel. Johan Nel 1 cart length behind Fox Racing. 9 minutes remaining in this race. Quite different lines between these three carts, Speedy Racing, Fox Racing and Johan Nel, especially through this 90-degree section of the track. Getting a little bit of traffic there. .4 of a second separating these three cars. They've been battling now for almost 22 laps. Oh, there's a spin on the right hand side of your screen. I believe it's Burner Racing or Pikachu, I'm not quite sure. SPH and 2P Racing fighting for 4th place in the endurance class. Our endurance carts have passed quite a bit of the sprint drivers. Fox Racing do. You see Fox Racing losing a bit of speed coming through that double left-hander, 290-degree turns. endurance class leader, 2:06. We're gonna go back to the sprint race battle for third. Just under 5 minutes remaining now. Guys doing a great job of negotiating other carts while still battling for position. Now is in a good position here, perhaps waiting for a bit later stage in the race. You will know there's about 3 minutes remaining. Onto the start finish line, completing the 24th lap of the race. Now is closing in on Fox Racing. You can smell that 4th position. Again, he's got good drive. I think he's struggling a little bit on power coming up the hill. Let's see how he is on the brakes. Still about a kart length behind coming into the tight left-hander. There's a kart off, not involved in this battle. Speedy Racing doing a great job of avoiding that kart as it came back on track. Some traffic there. Johan now looking on the outside. Time is up in the endurance race. And Johan now has passed. He is past Fox Racing into third place in the sprint race. Let's see where our leader is. It's Johan Nel. Sorry, Cyril Niemand on the left of his screen. He will be coming around to take the checkered flag. This is Cyril Niemand. He's going to win this race. 3 wins out of 3 races. This is R&A Engineering. Will finish second. 3 races out of 3 races. And then Speedy Racing, Fox Racing, and Johan Nel. Still not over here. Johan Nel and Fox Racing still battling for P4. Fox Racing is ahead. Let's see how it ends at the line. Speedy Racing. That is the green and black checkered flag indicating to the sprint drivers that their race is over. Fox Racing gets P4 right at the death, passing Johan Nel. And let's take a look at the final sprint results for this race. Cyril Niemand with another Grand Slam, qualifying in pole position, winning all 3 races and getting the best lap of the race, a 1:16.9. R&A Engineering finishing in second, Speedy Racing also on the podium. In 4th and 5th it was Fox Racing and Johan Nel, separated by only 0.3 of a second. Cases Racing in 6th, Dani Grobler in 7th, Sidewinder 8th, Superfly 9th, and Team Burner Racing completing the top 10. Then we had K9 Racing, Gladiator, and Pikachu. Final championship standings for the Sprint 390 class in 2019. We had 7 different winners in the 10 rounds, just showing you how competitive this class really is. Pit Vipers winning the championship with 2 wins, Sidewinder in second also with 2 wins, Speedy Racing in third. Cases finished in 4th, Gladiator in 5th, Superfly in 6th, Duncan Howie in 7th, Pikachu in 8th, Cyril Niemand also with 2 wins, the 2 last races of the season, finishing in 9th, Vehicular Freak 2 finishing in 10th, and then in 13th, Vehicular Freak 1 also winning a race through the season. Thank you very much. This has been a great season. I hope to see you all again in 2020. Cheers.